Testament was based in Lagos, Moses would have no seas to part, 'cause we've reclaimed it. If the New Testament was based in Lagos, Jesus will turn agege bread into small chunks. The Bible game, saints and sinners, proud to say, made in Nigeria. Oh, educating a generation around the world. Thank you. You guys are amazing.
Thank you very much. Well, in view of the presidential directive that we should all now be thinking indigenous, the Bible game is Bestman Games' response to that. Homegrown, home-developed, and well capable of export from the greatest Christian nation in the world. Now, the vision behind it, of course, is Nimi, and she's going to say a few words now. Nimi.
In December 2012, our company, Bestman Games, launched the City of Lagos edition of Monopoly. It was the first ever African city edition of Hasbro's iconic Monopoly game. So why a Bible game? I grew up in a household where family prayers held twice a day. We had to stand in their room and say the 23rd Psalm, the 91st Psalm. There was no hurry, and whether you came back at whatever time of the night, you were there for prayers at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. I remember falling asleep on my knees during prayers and then waking up with a start during the grace. But I feel so fortunate and blessed to have had parents that enforced that discipline in sharing the word with us. Learning through play is proven to be one of the most powerful forms of learning. The Bible game promotes Christian values, leaving parents free from worry of questionable content. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally here. The Bible game, Saints and Sinners. A stunning and unique board game that is educative, engaging, and entertaining. And most important of all, it has the power to impact lives. It is my prayer that the Bible game will become a staple in every home as we seek to bring families to play together, to stay together, and to spread the word of God at the same time. Thank you for listening to me.
And I think there's no more appropriate appellation at this point when you actually unveil it than the name of the one and only Jesus. So, but we're all going to have to do it together. So, please unveil. 1, 2, 3. Jesus. Saints and sinners, the Bible game.
When I heard about the Bible game, some scriptures came to mind. That the word of God is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. So the game can be played by a minimum of 2 people and a maximum of 6 people. So this is a board game, and this is what it looks like. The player will move clockwise, and the challenger moves counterclockwise. When a player lands on a tile, what happens is this opponent, the other player, will ask him a question. And if you land on the tile with the challenger, then you can do 2 things. You can either use your smite card to finish off the challenger once and for all, or you can actually take the challenge. So if you land on the yellow slot, you have an Old Testament card. If you land on the green tile, you have a question from Psalms, Proverbs, and Parables. If you land on the blue tile, you get a question on the life of Jesus. And if you land on the orange tile, you get a question from New Testament. So let's go on to the live play. Let's welcome the challenger. We all don't like the challenger, but he has a place in our lives. because he actually sets us straight and makes sure that we know what we're meant to. So we're going to start the play. So we're going to have our 2 players. Yeah, toss the die. So we'll see who plays first. He has 11. You can just do it by the side. You want to try it for a double 6. Okay, he has an 8. Okay, so it means that Mr. Robert starts first. Okay, 5. It's a counter tile. 5 pieces. Okay, so he gets a question from Psalms, Proverbs, and Parables. If he gets the question right, these are called soul cards. So if he gets the question right, he gets a soul card. So it's like he wins a soul. Okay? So the question is, what does Psalm 23 verse 1 say?
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Give him a round of applause. He's won a soul.
Okay.
But the challenger is not happy. Khalifa, your turn. So we're going to simulate this. So Khalifa is going to land on the same spot with the challenger. So once he lands on the same spot with the challenger, what happens here is that, do you want to smite the challenger or do you want to take the challenge?
I will take the challenge.
He has decided to take the challenge. And the challenger is happy.
Khalifa.
Challenger.
Jesus Christ is the same.
I should complete the quote.
Oh, complete if you can.
Yes, today, and forever.
Give him a round of applause, please. We've got to that. 4. So Mr. Robert will ask you another question from the New Testament this time. From the life of Jesus, sorry. When Joseph discovered that his fiancée Mary was pregnant, very appropriate question, who convinced him to still marry her?
His in-law.
No, it's not. Mr. Khalifa.
An angel in his dream.
Give him a round of applause, it's correct. That's Matthew 1. He wins his first soul card. Beautiful. So just to round up on this, what happens, now how do we get all the soul cards back from the challenger? When any player answers the question the challenger gives to him correctly, they collect all the soul cards back, plus the ones the challenger had previously taken, all of them are restored back to the player, and that way he keeps. And at the end of the game, the player with the most soul cards wins the game. So it's all about winning souls. Thank you very much.
Bestman Games is the African distributor of customized editions of Monopoly, which is Hasbro's game. But today we unveiled our very first proprietary game. That's our own game, and it's called the Bible game, Saints and Sinners. As you know, the family values have been seriously eroded, not just in Nigeria, but across the world. But we want people to still play together, build relationships, talk together, play together. And that will help to heal our society. It's very affordable. It's 9,750. And you don't have to buy many. You buy some for your friends, buy for schools, churches, but I want every household to have one of these. And you don't have to be a Christian to benefit from this game. The values are timeless, ageless values. People of all faiths, whether you're Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, whatever you are, this game is for you.